What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trev, and I'm back with another video. I'm just catching up with things, and I wanted to make this video because I was catching up with the news, and I was talking to my homie because we were both watching All-Star Weekend. So we were watching the All-Star game, the three-point contest, the skills challenge, and we were just talking about it. And I wanted to discuss this because I went on Twitter, and I hate when I go on Twitter because it's such a cesspool of nonsense. But I was on Twitter, right? And after Steph Curry and Sabrina Ionescu, after they had their little three-point competition, people were flaming Kenny Smith and forgot the other guy's name, but he's nice as hell at ball too. But they were flaming the announcers on TNT for basically saying Sabrina Ionescu and Steph Curry, their three-point contest wasn't valid because Steph had to shoot from the NBA three-point line, and he had to shoot with the NBA basketball. And Sabrina Ionescu, she had to shoot with the WNBA basketball from the WNBA three-point line. And if you know about basketball, like I do, because, basketball is not like my favorite sport, but I like the way they dribble up and down the court. Y'all saw what I did there? I dated myself. But if you know about basketball, you know the WNBA and the NBA, they're different. They're different because men and women are different. And to keep it competitive, it has to be different. So they were flaming the announcers because the announcers were trying to promote like a gender war. Because, today society, right? It's like a war between men and women. It's not even like hidden. It's like an agenda to pit men and women against each other because, female is power nowadays, and they want to make dudes weak, and I could go on for days about it. But this competition was just strictly basketball. It was just a fun all-star weekend break, and I don't see how like people can just take something small like this and run with it because it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Like, yes, there's agendas in place, but not in that case because Steph ended up winning anyway. Because let's be real, he was not about to lose to her. Like, she's nice at shooting, she's nice at basketball. In fact, I used her on 2K a couple times, so that's why I know who Sabrina Ionescu is. But Steph was not about to lose, bro. Steph was not about to lose. He's the greatest shooter in NBA history. But the fact that people promote a gender war or they use stuff like this as ammo for their stupid agendas, it just makes the world like a worse place, bro. It makes the world a worse place, and it pits men and women against each other when we should be together and working towards building the family structure and things like that. And I wasn't trying to get too deep because I'm just talking about basketball, but it's just the greater question of society. Like, what do we value? What do we value? Why do we care so much about nonsense? I mean, there's agendas at place, and we should stay like aware of what's going on in our society and what's promoted. But we're just playing freaking basketball. We're just playing basketball and enjoying the All-Star weekend. And I'm gonna be real with you. Stuff like this is why I've fallen out of love with the All-Star weekend, because people do stuff like that, and the All-Star game itself is uncompetitive and boring. And it's always like, this is just a pet peeve of mine. It's not held in like a big city anymore. Like, this All-Star game was held in Indiana. Like, bro, don't get me wrong. Indiana's a cool city, but it's not LA. It's not Miami. It's not Vegas. It's not Texas. It's not Texas. Places in Texas, but it's like not a big deal. And it used to be such a huge deal. And they used to take a lot of pride in making the logo look unique and the uniforms look unique. But now it's just like, it's the All-Star game, on with life. It's not competitive, nothing like that. But when people take this, instead of looking at the actual product and saying, oh, this needs to improve, and just making it a gender thing, a political thing, it just makes me dislike things like that against the NBA. But I say this to say this. There are agendas in place against men and against women to pit each other against each other, but this was not the case. And if you're on Twitter, you need to touch grass, because calling a three-point competition between a man and a woman a gender war is stupid as hell. Like, to me, that felt like if I had a kid sister, I just played her in a three-point contest. That's what it felt like to me. It was nothing serious. And for people to clown the announcers for pointing out a fact, and you can look these facts up, is just pointless and stupid. Because at the end of the day, Steph won. It was fun, and they're probably going to do it again next year. But we got to focus on bigger and better things in society. But I just wanted to talk about that because I'm catching up on the news. I'm a little behind because I've been training and doing all these other things. But I wanted to get this video out to you guys and tell you guys to think. Think logically. And who cares what these celebrities do? Who cares? It's all like a game anyway. But I want you guys to think logically as my viewers and don't fall into the dogma that other people do. But anyway, hopefully you guys like, comment, and subscribe. and you're enjoying your day. But I'm out. I got stuff to do. I still got this damn closet where I've made little to no progress on. But I'm out.